Hey guys, what's happening? Happy day 11. Day 11, we're almost there. What's everybody up to tonight? Hey Julie. Hey Diana. Hey Brenda. So I'm going to give us just a couple of minutes to let everybody kind of jump on. I'm sure everybody's starting to get notifications and stuff. So while we're waiting on some people to join, I'll just tell you the keyword for tonight. Hey Yvonne. And we'll go over our normal little spiel we usually do. So the keyword tonight is sweater weather. Sweater. So you can see it scrolling across the ticker bar there, sweater. So if you put in sweater, our bot will send you a message to your Facebook Messenger inbox, and then just follow the prompts, and it will get you to all kinds of good stuff. Links to our website, about products we're using tonight and every other live, and then also links to like our cookie crew, our ebook for sale, all of that fun stuff. I want to remind everyone that if you are considering the cookie crew for next month, the doors are closing on the morning of the 5th. So you only have the rest of tonight and then a full day tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is going to be our last one of our 12 days. So I know you guys are sad about that. But tomorrow's a big one though too, because we're doing the big giveaway. You're picking your son up from school in Hawaii, Jelly. I'm jealous of you. Okay, and then also just a couple other things. So I talked about Cookie Crew. If you are interested in the ebook, we have the link in there tonight for that. And I saw we had a lot of entries today in our giveaway. And then one other thing, because I don't broadcast this anywhere else but inside the lives, for the grand prize that we're giving away tomorrow night, the airbrush machine and the 12-piece color, make sure to get entered into that drawing, you have to share our live. Every time you share the live, make sure that you're typing in the comments shared. That's the only way that we can find them and give you credit and get your name into that entry. So just make sure that you are getting that in here, because if you don't, we sometimes can't see it because of the Facebook privacy settings. Okay? Okay, so tonight we're working on a little sweater cookie. I figured we would make a cute ugly sweater cookie. So we're using very few colors tonight because I figured I would stick with kind of like the traditional Christmas stuff, red and green, and then we're going to do a cute design on it. Let's see, I'm trying to see if I missed anybody's comment. I know, 12 more days of Christmas, Julie. I would die, please. I'd probably just keel over and die. Not that I don't love being here with y'all, but I don't know that I could do it physically, mentally, emotionally for 12 more days. It's a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead, because I see we have a good amount of people on here now. Let's go ahead and get started on our cookie for tonight. Before I do that, I want to show you guys something really cool. So, if you were here for one of our earlier lives we did, hey Barbara, and we had, yes, so Leslie, if you share in multiple places, let us know how many times you shared it. Because every time you share it to a different place, it's an entry. Desiree, did you get this one? This is from Bobby's. She has a couple, I know, but this one's for Bobby's. I have another one too that I think is from Ann Clark, but I've used that one before and I haven't used this one, so I figured I would use it. There's only one entry for the trivia every night, but the grand prize is multiple entries. It just depends on how many times you share. It is, Brenda. It is. Plus, I'm bouncing back and forth between, cookies, doing cookies and stuff all day too. So I wanted to show you guys back to what I was just telling you. The 2Ts was here, and they gave us a couple of those really cool bundles that some folks won. So she sent me a bunch of really cool stuff today. She's really sweet. And look at this. She designed and made me my own logo stencil. How cute is that? That's awesome of her. So I'm definitely going to shoot her a little message after the live and let her know how awesome she is. But she gave a ton of really cool stuff. Very generous people. Oh, you did? Well, yay. Hey, Loretta. Yes, guys, I want to remind you, because there was a little bit of fluff in one of the cookie groups last night that I saw. Watch where you're sharing this in the groups. Just make sure you're really reading the rules. I don't want any of you guys to get in trouble. Make sure when you're posting in groups that it's allowed to be posted within that group. Because a lot of groups have rules that you cannot post a live if it includes giveaways or anything like that. So just be careful and read the rules, because I just don't want y'all to get in trouble. And we like our cookie groups and all of our groups, and we don't want to have people turning on us. Okay? So I'll jump off my soapbox about that. Did you, Jennifer? You made a bunch of them? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to use red, if you can see I've been holding that, in the main body of the sweater. So the only thing I'm going to go and outline, but here along the bottom of the sleeves where the cuffs are and up where the neck is, we're not going to put icing down on that because we're going to do green around those. So we're going to go ahead and just fill this in. So I'm going to start outlining. So I'm not trying to outline completely to the edge, kind of close. I'm not doing a wet on wet or anything like that, but I want to keep it a little bit away from the edge because we are going to do a design on it. And more than likely this icing will not be 100% dry, it's just going to be crusted over. So I'm just flooding this in. And I'm trying to watch comments as I'm doing it. Oh, Jennifer, yeah, I saw you shared a bunch of stuff. How did you like those? The transfer sheets. They're a lot of fun. I find myself trying to find designs that I can use them with. I can just use random transfers with. As I'm flooding this, I'm like, this is kind of a big cookie. I'm trying to flood this so my whole hand is not in your way, but I'm also trying to get it flooded in and not taking all night here. It's kind of a big surface to flood in. Okay. I'm glad you like them. Alright, so I'm just smoothing this out a little bit, and then I'm going to flip the fan on just to help it crust a little faster. Did you, Belinda? You ordered it? Where did you order it from? Did you order it from Truly Mad Plastics or the Cookie Countess? Did you found some at the Dollar Tree? That's cool. Sometimes you can find some really random things at places you wouldn't expect to find them. So I'm going to tell y'all something. I have made a lot of sweater cookies, but I've never made ugly sweater cookies. This is my first ugly sweater cookie, and that may sound kind of crazy, but I just have never made them. So I'm just going to give this literally like no more than maybe a minute and a half or so, and then I'm going to go add some green to it, but I want to give it a sec to kind of crust up. Are they? They're ordering more, Ann? I keep taking them too. But I'm pretty much at my max, so I'm about to shut mine down. Yvonne, this is the Super Red. This Super Red is by Chef Master. Yes, dishes are being done in the background. Send help to your house? I'll let her know. Have you, Belinda? Yeah, like I said, I've made other sweaters. Like I use, if you guys were on that live where I did like the sweater pattern across the top that we did like on the snowman scarf. I've done a lot of sweaters kind of like that, but I haven't done anything with the ugly sweaters yet. Belinda, I just have a little desk fan that has like a heater fan in it, and it's just going to help this crust over faster so we don't have to wait so long. It just speeds things up pretty fast. Okay, so Roxy, there are. So when I was thinking about making this earlier, Carrie and I were looking at just not even cookies, but regular ugly Christmas sweaters, and there are quite a few that are probably not appropriate to make, but they were really funny. So we were laughing going through all of them today, and I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Pam, so you said when you make red, at what point do I stop adding color? Really, you just want it to where you're starting to see that red that you're looking for. You don't want to have too much added because it's still going to develop just a little bit. So when you see it getting pretty darn close, I would stop there. I wouldn't keep going until it's really bright red because sometimes when it dries, it'll be a little bit darker than that. Kelly, you know what? I think I've seen those at Walmart. I think I ran into those one day. Nigel, I know, but you know what? We decided we were doing our 12 days of Christmas, and we started it the day after Thanksgiving. So our 12 days of Christmas end tomorrow night. So Tina, the tipless bags, I'll give you a tip on that. Get it? So the way to get this to come out instead of being, let me get it here so you can see it. The way to get this coming out so it's more rounded and it's not coming out like flat, because I think that's what you're talking about. Yes, Diane, I'm leaving some of this because we're going to put a green border around it. I'm just letting this crust for a sec while I answer questions. When you cut the bag, look for the seam on it. And what you want the seam to be on top, okay? So when you go to cut it, cut across with the seam on top of the bag. When you cut it that way, it's going to allow the icing coming out of it to come out more rounded. And if you cut it this way, it's going to come out more flat, if that makes sense. So try to do it with the seam facing up. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I didn't miss anything. Is there a spray that, so Belinda, there kind of is. If you waited for your icing to completely dry and it wasn't very shiny, you can actually get like a pearl sheen, and they have it with either like Wilton makes it in a color like an aerosol can, or if you have an airbrush, you can use that as well, and it'll give your cookies like a nice sheen. You're welcome. Okay, so this is already starting to kind of crust over. So in the meantime, while that's happening, I'm going to take some green. And this is a really pretty green. This was not just one shade. So the way I got this really pretty kind of Christmas green, I call it a Grinch green too. I got this by mixing a little bit of leaf green and a little bit of electric green. And it's like a perfect Grinch green. Is it, Jennifer? I haven't tried theirs yet. I don't use pearl sheen on a regular very much, but it depends on, you know, what cookie I'm designing or what I'm decorating. Hey, Jane. Thank you. Okay. So the only thing I'm going to do is, this is a stiffer icing, by the way. It's like a piping consistency. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to start on one side. And I'm just going to move up and down. We're just going to put like a little border here. Like it's the end of the sweater sleeve there. Hey, Deb. All right, I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. Okay. And then I figured I'd put a little bit along the bottom, and then we'll do one up here around like the turtleneck. Yeah, this is like the perfect French green. Russie, I have not. I know some people that do. They make like a hybrid type icing. I have not done that. I just use strictly royal. You did, Faye? Was it like a Facebook thing? Okay, I'm gonna flip this so it's upside down for y'all, just so I can do up here at the collar. And of course these are going to be longer because we're covering a bigger space up here. So what do you guys think so far? You did too, Judy? I think it's Facebook. They haven't been playing nice lately. Michelle, are you talking about in the cookie recipe for granulated sugar? I usually just use regular. I can't even tell you really. I think I just use regular. I haven't ever paid attention to whether they use fine or regular. I think it's just regular. I buy it in bigger bags like bulk because I go through it so fast. So it's usually just regular. Ha, Elise, it does. I want to eat it too, but I won't. So Roxy, the green is a little bit stiffer. So you can see how when I put the red down, it flows out and it becomes smooth. The green is stiffer, so it holds its shape more. So when I go back and forth with like that ruffle, it's holding. Okay, so I'm just feeling here. I want to see where we're at. We should be safe to pipe on the top of this now. It looks really shiny, but part of that is because I have it drying in front of some heat. So it's anytime you dry your cookie with the icing on it in front of a heat source, it's going to dry, one, faster, and two, it's going to dry with more of a shine. It'll still dry with shine with regular fan as well, but when there's some heat involved, it does give it a little bit more. You just don't want to leave it in front of heat for too long. It'll dry the cookie out. I usually will only do it just until it's crusted enough to do my next step. Okay, so the next color that we are going to use, I am going to use a chocolate brown. And this is a little bit, again, it's like a medium type flood, really is what it is. And I figured we would do a cute, well, I'll show you when I'm doing it. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing yet. Okay, so in my head, my design I thought of my head, yeah, I think that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, so yeah, Belinda, the brand is Optimus, and I believe we put, I think it's updated on our products page. Carrie can verify that for me, but I'm pretty sure the link to it, I purchased it through Amazon. It's on our product page on our website. And if you put the keyword in tonight, you'll get a link to that, to our product page. It was relatively inexpensive too. It's just a small tabletop. It's not real big. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and you'll see what it is once I start making it. So what do y'all think that's going to be? Yes, Optimus. It's Optimus. Optimus is the brand of one I use, but pretty much any of them will work. Yes, it's going to be a gingerbread man, but he's broken. He got snapped, y'all. So I figured too, I want to come in here and do like some tiny little specks that kind of look like it's some crumbs, right? Because he got broken. Yes. Oh, snap. You got it, Desiree. Sharon, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Judy, I am. The little heater fan that I talk about every now and again, or more often this last 11 days than normal, because I'm usually just doing one cookie. Yes, it's a broken little leg. His little piece, see the end of it's broken off. Here, I'll lift it up so you guys can kind of see. You see that? And I did just kind of like little specks, so it's like the little crumbs, right, where he broke at. So we're going to give him just a minute or two to crust up, and then we're going to add some details to him. And then we'll do some fun writing. Are you, Christine? You're going to have to show that to me when you're done. You'll have to send it to me. Teresa, sometimes I do. I didn't with this one. I just kind of had in my brain what I wanted to do. Judy, the brand again is Optimus. It's spelled O-P as in Paul, T as in Tom, I-M as in Mary, U-S. Yeah, usually, I mean, if I'm going to do something for like an order, then I will usually at least map it out or sketch it or do something, but you know, for this type of stuff, we're just playing around. It's not, you know, it's not for a customer or anything like that. So I was just kind of doing what I'm doing, you know, whatever I had in my head. Okay, so while we're waiting for him for a minute, we're gonna let him kind of crust over. I'm gonna do some writing up here, and I'm gonna turn it a little bit sideways like this because it's easier for me to write. Denise, good night. You've had an ordeal coming on here. That's awesome, Jennifer. Okay, so I am gonna go up here and we're gonna do some fun writing. And this is just gonna be like super simple. Did you, Julie? That sounds cute. Yeah, Laurel, they do. They sell the same things. You can pretty much get them anywhere. Was it Peggy who was blowing from it? That's funny. Roxy, you're on the wrong live. You gotta be here with us, girl. Oh, Nicole, I'll lift it up here and I'll show you. We have a link to it as well on the product page. I'm just kind of smoothing those letters out. So this is what it looks like. It has a little mats that come with it you can get. It's by the Creative Cookier, but if you go to stencilgenie.com, it's where like all the Genie products they make. That's where this particular, it's a tiny little, you can see it's a little bitty turntable. It's really just for one cookie. Let's see. You're working on grad cookies, Brenda? So, Belinda, I'll tell you, the main thing to really work on when you are working on writing on them is to practice. If you don't, projectors help really well, but if you don't have a projector, what I recommend is printing out just on a normal printer. Print off a couple of like different fonts, whether it be just a standard block font, cursive, whatever you're wanting to practice on. And then when you print that out, take like a piece of parchment paper and lay it over the top of it, and you can trace it with your icing, and you'll gradually start becoming better. You just have to practice with it. It takes a while. It takes a good while, Brianna. It does. You just have to get more comfortable with it. Roxy, you're so funny. You want me to put an exclamation mark? I guess we can. Yeah, you can definitely use a bigger turntable if you like. I just happen to have these because normally when I'm using a turntable, I'm only working on one cookie at a time. It's for like detail type stuff. Belinda, you got a Pico? That's awesome. You're gonna have fun with it. Hey, Cheryl. That could be it too, Brianna. I've heard a lot of people that struggle a little bit sometimes because of that. So yeah, I mean, it just takes a little bit more practice and getting used to and finding your own rhythm in it. Hey, Dawn. Long time no see. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with, this is a stiffer white, and I'm gonna go in here and we're gonna add some little details to our gingerbread. And I'm thinking I might even change this bag out. I feel like the tip is a little big. Let me see how it comes out when I practice. I can probably still use it. I used this bag earlier for something. You could probably still use it. So all I'm doing, hey Marilyn, I am going and just adding some of like the little details around on him. So, you know, some of like the little white squiggly, like the icing on the gingerbread. And we'll put one down here on like his little broken foot. And then, let's see, we'll put one like across the top of his head. You dead, Peggy? That's a bummer. We'll make sure everyone is entered for tomorrow's prizes and the grand prize. So I think for his face, I think what I'm going to do is maybe put, thank you, Audrey, is put like 2 little eyes on. I might do a tiny little smile, and then we'll do some like buttons down him. Because I don't want to take away, I want him to be cute, but I don't want it to be too much. Right, so we'll put 2 little eyes, and then we'll put a little smile on him. Hey Jen, what's up? Did you get through all of your large orders, Jen? I'm currently in the middle of a really large one right now, and I'm sweating it a little bit. Okay, so what are we thinking of our friend here? Give me some hearts if you guys like him. Or if you like the whole thing, the sweater, I guess. I'm kind of digging it. I think if you did like this one and maybe a couple other like little designs for the ugly sweater, and then maybe like that cookie we did last night. Let me grab it. I'm going to show you how cool that would look. I have easy access to it. I haven't wrapped it yet. So let me take this off the turntable because I'm not using it anymore right now. I bet you did, Jen. I can only imagine. I am exhausted and I can't wait. I can't wait for the end of this week to get here. So you can freeze Royal. I usually don't freeze mine, Belinda. But you can. And when you take it out, it doesn't take very long for it to thaw back out. Just make sure you watch the consistency when you're bringing it back to room temperature. And I would just remix it and make sure it's, you know, where you want it to be. Oh, Nicole, that's good. Thank you. I know I thought about his mouth and a smile, but then I thought, well, I don't want it to look kind of too weird because all the dots. So I just put a little smile on him. So what I was going to say was, look how cute this is together, right? Our little sparkly one we did last night. So that would be really cute, like on a platter. You can make a few different designs or whatever, and that would be really pretty. Oh yay, Paula! Yeah, go back and check out all of our other ones. We've been doing so many cookies, it's crazy. Yeah, Sharon, you can. So I will kind of tell you my tips on that. So you totally can. What I suggest doing, I'm going to move this one back over because I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Wrap up the cookie, I mean, not this. So you can. So what I suggest is once they're completely dry and they're ready to go, I always package mine up and I heat seal them individually. And then you want to put them in a container that has an airtight lid. So like a Rubbermaid, you know, Tupperware, something that you can fit them all in. And I will usually put a layer down. If they're individually wrapped and heat sealed, you don't have to do this. But if you don't individually wrap and heat seal them first, you want to put like parchment paper or wax paper, freezer paper, something in between your layers. And once you get them all in there, you want to make sure you put an airtight lid on, pop them in the freezer. About a day, I would give it a good day before you need them out. Take them out of the freezer and set them out on your countertop. Do not take the lid off. That's the biggest thing I'm going to tell you. If you take the lid off, you're letting the outside air temperature in with the air temperature that's inside your container. If you do that, it's going to mess everything up. You could get your icing messed up. It'll create condensation. So leave it sitting out room temperature until they have all come to room temperature. Then you can take the lid off. But don't take that lid off until they're completely thawed. And I would say usually, you know, a good half a day or maybe a whole day just to make sure. But that's the trick to not having messed up cookies after, decorated cookies after you freeze them. Yeah, Belinda, they are. If you just go back to our Facebook page, they're under our videos. Thanks, Dad. Hey, Awilda. No worries. We're here. We're playing. We made this little ugly Christmas sweater. I'm trying to see if I missed anything else while I was yapping. You're welcome, Sharon. I don't think it's ugly either, Lucia. It's really cute. I wear it. Yeah, you can do them as long as you have something where you're keeping that other air out. As long as it's airtight. That's really what is most important. Thank you. Okay, so now that we're done with the cookie, let's talk about our prizes tonight. How long can they stay in the freezer? Really, there's not really a time limit. I would say roughly 3 to 4 months is probably good. I probably wouldn't try to take it too much further than that. But definitely 3 months should be okay. Deb, you can be. Just practice, practice, practice. I promise y'all, I'm going to post a picture. The first cookies I ever made were not cute. I'm not lying. The first good amount of cookies I made were not cute. But you know, you perfect your skills and stuff over time, and you just keep practicing and you keep learning and you find out different ways that work for you, and it all works out. Thanks, Trisha. Gloria, I do. I'll see if I can find, I have it stored in my computer because I only really do gingerbread one time a year, and I usually don't even do them every year just because no one in my house is a huge fan. And sometimes around Christmas, I will offer it sometimes to my customers, but I didn't do that this year. I don't think so either, Russie. I think it's cute. Okay. I'm going to scoot this out of the way for a sec because I don't want to mess him up. So, guys, one of the prizes tomorrow is all of the cookies that we've decorated, including the one that we're going to do tomorrow night. So, you guys, if you're wanting those, especially don't miss the trivia question tomorrow. Don't forget to enter tomorrow because that's one of our prizes tomorrow night. Do they, Beth? Okay, so some of the Joannes around here are hit and miss with stuff. Or that's what I have found anyway. Brianna, they did? Yeah, sometimes when I see some of mine, I'm like, ugh. Ugh, no. Hide it, put it away. Okay, so let's talk about what I have available to you guys tonight. We are going to, I kind of was debating this back and forth before I went live, and I'm still trying to kind of figure out what I want to do. Okay, so we're going to do it this way. I am going to, I don't know, let me think for a second. I'm still going back and forth a little bit. Alright, I think we're gonna do 2 names. No, we're gonna do, we'll do 3 names. Okay. So, we are going to, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Yeah, Belinda, you can shoot me a message. That's fine. If I don't get back to you right away, I might be, knee deep in cookies or something, but I usually try to answer everybody. Cindy, you can. Send it to our inbox or post it on the page. Okay. Yes, Cindy, you should join our group. It's a lot of fun. We have fun in there. And I will tell you, not because I'm trying to sway you one way or another, because I'm not, but our group is a little bit more personable. So we share a lot of stuff in there. Oh, let's talk about the trivia question. That's good. Gail, thank you for reminding me. So the answer to the trivia question today was, and I can't even tell you word for word what it said because I can't. Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. So we ask about, I don't even have it back in front of me. Hold on, I'll pull it up and I'll read it word for word because I don't want to leave a word out or anything and then have everybody messaging me and tell me they're coming after me with pitchforks. Hold on one second and I'll pull it up. So just to let you know, if it seems like I'm a little bit crazy today, I am, because I've been working on cookies nonstop all day. Okay, so the question was, what does Linus think the snowflakes need when he catches them on his tongue in A Charlie Brown Christmas? The answer was, he says they need sugar. So the answer is sugar. Sugar, sugar. You're welcome, Elise. Thanks for being here. Belinda, we have a monthly membership group. It's the Cookie Crew. And you get a couple of tutorials a month in a private group. And one of them is a very detailed tutorial where we do at least 5 different cookies. So it's really great if you're really wanting to dive into cookie decorating, because it's a lot more intense than just a regular tutorial. I know we saw some answers that said salt. I saw that too. I gotta tell you, I didn't know the answer to that before. I don't specifically remember that. I remember that show. I remember that part where they're out, but I don't remember specifically that answer until, of course, we used it. Okay, so let's talk about what we're doing here. And I'm going to move this cookie all the way out of the way because I don't want to smash him. So we are going to be drawing for 3 names. So I'll tell you the prizes. Oh, Belinda, if you want to check that out, put in sweater in the comments here. And after the live is over, go check your Facebook Messenger inbox. And there'll be, if you follow the prompts, we'll give you a direct link to that page. And you can read all about it, and that's where you can sign up and join. Okay. Did you, Jamie? I know, I couldn't remember that part. Okay, so here's prize. This is one prize, not necessarily in this order. We're not going to do them in this order, but I wanted to show you the tangible ones. So this is the first one. It's a Sweet Sugar Belle cutter set, and it has the 2 cutters, which, by the way, I absolutely love both of these cutters, and I've used this pretzel one like a bajillion times. And what's cool about the Sweet Sugar Belle stuff, I'll show you real quick. She gives you the cutters, but you also get these really cool templates. And she also gives you an instruction card, so if you want to decorate it like she's shown here, they show you step by step which layers and stuff to do first. Okay? So this is really cool. So they have like little plastic templates that you can lay on top of the cookie, and then you can like trace around for the design. So this is one. Did you, Belinda? Prize 2 is Sweet Sugar Belle as well, and it is 2 packages of the cookie keepers. These are little clay, they're like hearts that have like a little bite out of them, like a cookie. And these are good if you want to keep your cookies moist. You just moisten these, you soak these, and you keep them like in a container. Don't touch your cookies with them. I'll tell you that. Do not put your cookies up against these because they will just it'll just soften them way too much. I mean, like fall apart. So, but you put it in the same container that you are storing your cookies in, and the moisture from these keeps your cookies from drying out. So you get 2 packages. Each package has 2. And then our third is our ebook. Now the way that we're going to do this, the first name I draw is going to be for ebook. However, if you already bought our ebook, you get to choose from one of these 2 prizes. Okay? Now if we get down to the last person, the third name, and they already have our ebook as well, we'll either give you an option of getting a mug with one of the sayings on it, or you can pick 2 decals. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna swap my screen over here so I can show you all everything. Okay, so we started with line 2 like we always do, and then our last line of the day was 177. So actually, let me jump, oops, I didn't mean to do that to you all. I don't even know what just happened. I don't know how I just did that, so hold on one second. Somehow I pulled another window open. Let me put our numbers back in really quick. So 2 through 177. I'm going to turn this heat fan off too so y'all can hear me better. Okay, so let's draw for our first number. It's 119. So let's see here. 119 is Diana Penaloza. So if Diana Penaloza is here, and I'm going to put her name up on the screen with our handy dandy little tool here. And is it bad that I've already halfway forgotten her name? Probably. Let's see. Diana Penaloza. Diana Penaloza, and she's getting the ebook or the decals. And I'm throwing her name up there. And I hope I can see comments because I haven't seen one in a few seconds. So let me go out of here really quick, y'all, because I don't want to miss anything. If somebody's commenting, I want to see it. So give me 2 seconds. Diana gets a couple extra seconds. Or until I can get my iPad to cooperate with me. Alright, let me get back open here. Okay, now I can see comments. Okay, I wasn't moving. So let me know. Has anyone seen Diana say anything? Her clock's going. Did anyone see Diana? Diana, Diana. I haven't seen her yet. Nope, I haven't either. Okay. So she has a little bit left here. I'm going to give her about, she has about probably 30 seconds left because she had a few extra seconds while I was reopening. Not as of yet. Desiree, are your boys anxiously awaiting right now? I love that picture you sent. Okay, guys. Diana's time is up. All right. Let me jump back over here. We're going to draw another name. Where art thou? Okay. Here we go. 72. 72 is Betty Hernandez. And let me take, let me switch back over here and put Betty's name in. Betty Hernandez. Betty, let me turn this off. Betty Hernandez. He did. That's so cute. I hope you win something, Desiree. Just so I can hear about their reaction. All right, Betty Hernandez, if you are here, your clock is running. Yeah, you know, Gayan, it's kind of the way the cookie crumbles, right? That's one of our rules. You have to be on the live to win. If you're not, we move along. Betty is here, y'all. Okay, congratulations, Betty. Okay, so Betty, let me know, do you have our ebook already? If you do not, you're now the proud owner of a Dots and Bows ebook. So I'll wait a sec for Betty to let me know. Because I haven't seen your name, Betty. I have not seen that you have got our ebook, and I can usually remember a lot of names. Okay, so let me go ahead and get our stuff ready here on the screen for our next one. We're going to draw for... Okay, awesome. Okay, Betty, so after the live is over, we'll get your email and we'll get that link and everything sent over to you, okay? Because it's a digital download, so we can send that right over. Okay, let's go back over. We're going to now draw for the Sweet Sugar Belle cutter set. Okay, our next number is 2. I can't remember the last time it pulled a single digit. Jessica Adams. Jessica Adams, if you are here, let's hear it. Jessica Adams. And let me get my clock set up here. So Jessica, you're on the clock. And this is for the Sweet Sugar Belle cutter set. You're welcome, Betty. So Jessica Adams. Does anybody have, I know one person said they already have this. Does anybody else have this? So if you don't have any Sweet Sugar Belle cutters yet, all her cutters are amazing. They cut super clean. I just love them. And like I said, they're really great for beginners because you can use the templates and the instructions and stuff. So if you need a little extra help and still learning, they're good for that. All right, I'm not seeing Jessica say anything. She only has about 20 more seconds. And then we're moving on. Oh, we have some people in here that don't have it. Okay. Well, I hope somebody that doesn't have it gets... I know, right, Desiree? I know. I have a bunch of duplicates of hers. I don't know how I do, but I do. Okay, guys. We're moving along. Jessica's not here. You snooze, you lose, man. All right. So let's go back over to our other page here. We're going to pull another number. Ooh, you got the cactus? Okay, let's pull a number here. 53. 53 is, if I can touch my screen right. 53 is Brandy Ford. Let me make sure. Yeah, Brandy Ford answered correctly. Brandy Ford. I'm going to come back over here and put Miss Brandy's name up. Brandy's usually on here. I know she's won some stuff in the past. You don't have anything from Sugar Belle yet? Well, y'all should. All right, I'm turning on the clock for Brandy. Miss Brandy Ford. I gotta tell y'all, I'd hate to enter a contest and not be there and when my name was actually drawn. That would stink. Hey, Pat. I didn't even see you in here. When'd you sneak in? I do, Annie, and I love it. I do. Yeah, Jennifer, when we started doing the one entry, we put them in alphabetical order because that's how we track, because we still have multiple people going in and putting tons and tons of entries in when they're only supposed to put one. So that's how we can take the multiple entries out so that they don't have more opportunities than someone else. I know you've been quiet. All right, she has about 15 seconds and then we're moving on. You're drawing gingerbread? Okay, we're moving on, y'all. I'm stopping the clock. Okay, let's draw again. I don't know that we've ever gone more than a couple names. All right, let's go with another. 61. 61 is Bianca Green. Bianca Green. Let me turn Brandy off. Bianca Green. All right, I'm going to start Bianca's clock here. You know what's good though, y'all? If these people aren't here, it just opens up opportunities for somebody else. Oh, Bianca's here. Awesome. Okay. Bianca, congratulations. You are now the proud owner of the Sweet Sugar Belle cutter set. So after the live is over, we will reach out to you. We'll email you. And guys, when we email you, please watch your junk mail folders because sometimes our email gets stuck there. We'll email you for your information so we can get your stuff sent out. Congrats. Yes, I will, Annie. I will show you the sweater again before we wrap everything up. Okay. Last prize of tonight are the Sweet Sugar Belle clay keepers. All right, so let me go ahead and jump back over to our other screen. All right, y'all, here we go. Line number 152. We're not done yet, y'all. We got one more to go. 152 is Kelly Stahl. Kelly Stahl. And let me get the info up. Kelly Stahl. Let me take Bianca off here. Kelly Stahl. Oh, she's here. Kelly, is that you congratulating people? You just won something, girl. Miss Kelly. I see you commenting, Kelly. I know, right? It's like she knew she was going to win. She's like, congratulations to myself. Today's your birthday, Jamie. Happy birthday. So, Kelly, I saw that you just commented. So you won these, dear. Miss Kelly Stahl, you won these. So, so Kelly, awesome. Congratulations. So Kelly, we'll reach out to you after the live here and we'll get all your info. Okay, so just make sure you guys, when you check your email, check the junk mail, because a lot of times we're sending emails out and people aren't seeing them because they're stuck there. Okay, so here's our little sweater, so for everybody that wants to see it again. Oh, Liz, sometimes it happens. You have to back out and go back in. I don't know why it does that. It's one of those funky Facebook things. Yes, congrats. Okay, so here's the little recap of what we did tonight, y'all. That's our little recap. So tomorrow, so what I'm going to do is in the morning, I'll take a picture of all the cookies we've done so far. And then that will be what someone will win plus the cookie we do tomorrow night. So watch the page tomorrow because I'll take a picture of everything thus far that we've done. And it's more than 12 because I've done multiples on some nights. So whoever's winning it is getting a pretty good deal. You're welcome, Betty. Thanks, Annie. So yeah, watch out for that, guys, because I'll put a picture out tomorrow morning. We might even put it in the trivia post. Just a big picture of everything we've done so far so you can get, because you're only going to be missing the one cookie that we're going to do tomorrow night, which it's a really cute one tomorrow night. I'm excited about it. Okay. Again, if anybody's wondering about Cookie Crew, it closes really soon. So look into that if you're wanting to get in on that action. And then the ebook, it's always available too. So if you're wanting a good source to get cookie recipes, icing recipe, and a bunch of pictures and tutorials, it's a good thing to get. All right. Well, thanks guys so much for being here tonight with us. And I will see you for our final night tomorrow, our big grand prize drawing. Don't miss it. I want to see everybody here. Okay. All right. Night, guys.